the heart of meditation. The purpose of meditation is to awaken us in the sky-like nature of mind and introduce us to what we really are, our unchanging pure awareness which underlies the whole of life and death. In the stillness and silence of meditation, we glimpse and return to that deep inner nature that we have so long ago lost sight of amid the busyness and distraction of our minds. Isn't it extraordinary that our minds cannot stay still for longer than a few moments without grasping after distraction? They are so restless and preoccupied that sometimes I think that, living in a city in the modern world, we are already like tormented beings in the intermediate state after death, where the consciousness is said to be agonizingly restless. According to some authorities, up to 13% of people in the United States suffer from some kind of mental disorder. What does that say about the way we live? We are fragmented into so many different aspects. We don't know who we really are, or what aspects of ourselves we should identify with or believe in. So many contradictory voices, dictates, and feelings fight for control over our inner lives that we find ourselves scattered everywhere, in all directions, leaving nobody at home. Meditation, then, is bringing the mind home. In the teachings of Buddha, we say there are three things that make all the difference between your meditation being merely a way of bringing temporary relaxation, peace, and bliss, or of becoming a powerful cause for your enlightenment and the enlightenment of others. We call them good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good at the end. Good in the beginning springs from the awareness that we and all sentient beings fundamentally have the Buddha nature as our innermost essence, and that to realize it is to be free of ignorance and to put an end, finally, to suffering. So each time we begin our practice of meditation, we are moved by this and inspire ourselves with the motivation to dedicate our practice and our life to the enlightenment of all beings in the spirit of this prayer, which all Buddhas of the past have prayed. By the power and truth of this practice, may all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the great happiness devoid of suffering. And may they dwell in the great equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. Good in the middle is the frame of mind which we enter into the heart of the practice, one inspired by the realization of the nature of mind, from which arises an attitude of non-grasping, free of any conceptual reference whatsoever, and an awareness that all things are inherently empty, illusory, and dreamlike. Good at the end is the way in which we bring our meditation to a close by dedicating all its merit and praying with real fervor. May whatever merit that comes from this practice go toward the enlightenment of all beings. May it become a drop in the ocean of the activity of all the Buddhas in their tireless work for the liberation of all beings. Merit is the positive power and benefit, the peace and happiness that radiate from your practice. You dedicate this merit for the long-term, ultimate benefit of beings, for their enlightenment. On a more immediate level, you dedicate it so there may be peace in the world, so that everyone may be entirely free of want, illness, and experience total well-being and lasting happiness. Then, realizing the illusory and dreamlike nature of reality, you reflect on how, in the deepest sense, you who are dedicating your practice, those to whom you are dedicating it to, and even the very act of dedication are all inherently empty and illusory. This is said in the teachings to seal the meditation and ensure that none of its pure power can leak or seep away, and so ensure that none of the merit of your practice is ever wasted. These three sacred principles, the skillful motivation, the attitude of non-grasping that secures the practice, and the dedication that seals it, are what make your meditation truly enlightening and powerful. They have been beautifully described by the great Tibetan master, Longchenpa, as the heart, the eye, and the life force of true practice. As Nyal Khenpo says, to accomplish complete enlightenment, more than this is not necessary, but less than this is incomplete.